And of course, we have the teen duo of Dylan Frazier and J.W. Johnson.
Good hands off the bat from CABIESES. And an early side out.
Dylan Frazier in the Ashland, Missouri area. He's currently a student at the University of Missouri, studying for a degree in accounting. While J.W. Johnson out of Delray Beach, Florida, is doing the pro pickleball thing. I think it's going pretty well for him so far.
Cover by NSEKPONG right there, but just overhits that a little bit. There's that head pickleball replay right there.
0-0-1.
Beautiful little Ernie there. That backhand wrist snap from NSEKPONG. Right up the middle. Still at zeros here.
NSEKPONG trying to come in and take that forehand on the wrist flick from J.W. Johnson, but trying to do a little too much with it. Frazier and Johnson out to a 4-0 lead here, game number 1. Oh no, check that ball, because as soon as it bounced, it did not, or as soon as it hit the ground, it did not come up.
It's flattened right on out. We've seen Frazier and Johnson now pair up a couple times. I think they'll be doing so in the future as well. I think they make a really good pairing. Their styles kind of mesh really well together. Carr and Simone Jardim next door here.
Another interesting matchup on the back. Regina Franco and Susanna Barr playing together. Interesting pairing.
We have some fun partnerships here today. I'm very excited to see how it all shakes out in the end. All right, back into the action here. Andy Jones, our USA Pickleball certified referee.
Frazier and Johnson just so familiar with each other, where each other's at on the court. Good coverage. Yeah, J.W. Johnson not fooled by that kind of foot stomp from CABIESES as he fakes going hard.
Looks like NSEKPONG just a couple times he stands just a little too upright when he's going for those dinks. I just want to see him kind of bend those knees just a little bit more and get just a little under the ball. Left a couple short here so far in game one.
Johnson and Frazier just wearing these guys out right now with the dink battle and then pulling the trigger at the right time. So they're doing everything according to plan as of right now, up 8-0. Good coverage there in the middle by CABIESES.
I think a lot of people kind of underestimate how important dinking is, even at the pro level. And you've seen exactly why here. You know, NSEKPONG and CABIESES both struggling a little bit, just kind of getting over some of these dinks.
Yeah, so like you said, Lauren, struggling with the short game, struggling with the thirds right now. Just can't get in any sort of rhythm every time they get a serve back. And Dylan Frazier just lighting up NSEKPONG right there.
And this is a first-time pairing for NSEKPONG and CABIESES, so they are not terribly familiar with each other on the same side. They have that chemistry going for them. You can see keeping it light out there, cracking some smiles, having a good time.
CABIESES and NSEKPONG switch it up. Put CABIESES on the left that time. See what they do here. Go back and stay now. A little indecision in the middle right there from Frazier and Johnson. They'll have another opportunity here to end game one. Too good there from Frazier with the hands, and that Frazier taking game one 11-0 over Ercilio CABIESES and Brandon NSEKPONG.
Oh, nice little floater there.
That's
good start.
That's a good start right there for them.
It is jam-packed here today, not an empty seat in sight, standing room only, so everyone got out here early for some amazing pickleball action. We definitely saw in game one, really it wasn't necessarily even that Frazier and Johnson played so much better. You know, CABIESES and NSEKPONG kind of beat themselves in game one, just a lot of errors that you can't have at this level. We'll see if they are able to kind of tighten it up here a little bit in game two, keep the score a little bit closer.
Nice little drive right there. Caught CABIESES backing up on his heels right there.
Nice setup there from CABIESES as he speeds that up. Took one additional shot from himself and one from his partner to finish that off, but they get the ball back. Tied at one here. know, some people ask every single time. J.W. Johnson is indeed playing with a carbon paddle. Frazier and Johnson are having a good time. I can just see them. They keep smiling. They're chuckling to themselves. It's always a good sign when you're feeling good, playing loose enough to, you know, be still having fun while you're out there.
Yeah, you talk about loose. When they had the bye first round, they came over by the pickleball club booth. They were playing some pickle cornhole, and then they played some ping pong. That's how they were staying loose before they got started today. That is Dylan Frazier and J.W. Johnson. They were having way too much fun.
Oh, NSEKPONG goes for that Ernie. Leaves it a little low. And again, he has been into the pro scene not very long, just within this last year here as he started to break in. So you'll expect to see, of course, as he puts in the work and gains the experience of these tournaments at this level, that, you know, those errors get cut down on a lot. Ooh,
body shot right there, yeah.
Right off the Superman logo in the middle.
Well, the backhand Ernie attempt there from Frazier.
A rare mistake. We haven't seen them make almost any this entire match so far.
2-3-2. Watch it. Watch it.
Johnson finally putting a little angle there as NSEKPONG was up closer to the net there. Left himself a little vulnerable to that shot from Johnson.
Forehand's not coming back right there from J.W. Johnson.
Couple blocks there. And again, just each one set it up a little higher, making it that much more difficult to return. Frazier and Johnson, some of the quickest hands in the game right now.
5-2-1. Second server. Right here, one stop. 5-2-2.
Oh, yes. NSEKPONG uses the edge. He basically just chalks up here and
Go gadget arm right there.
Look at that. I mean, that is just deking your opponent.
CABIESES and NSEKPONG have definitely gotten better on the dinking. You're seeing them be able to stay into these extended rallies. They've cut down on the errors significantly from game 1.
Nice hands battle there. Cabieses, you watch Cabieses. When you try and speed up at him, it's absolutely hilarious. He almost looks like he doesn't even try. He's got such soft hands. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, he rolls his eyes right there. Johnson goes away from him. He wanted Johnson to go back at him. He feels if he went back at him, he'd have been fine.
Cabieses definitely can get fired up. I saw him kind of hit his paddle earlier in frustration, so he definitely will show that emotion for sure. Oh, there's a smack right there, on cue.
But on that first one, beautiful reset, right? And he just mishit the second one, but you watch him and it's just so soft. I love his hands, love his blocking. Well, that's the difference right now between Johnson and Frazier and Cabieses and NSEKPONG in this game is the unforced errors.
And we talk a lot about usually, you know, statistically speaking, the team that speeds up first does not come out on top of hands battles. So you definitely are seeing that here a little bit for Cabieses and NSEKPONG.
And right on cue, Lauren, who sped that up
Frazier
first? Frazier, right? And so NSEKPONG counters, and Frazier's not able to react to that. So it's just that kind of cat and mouse right there. But you say it, and it happens.
3-7-1.
Oh.
Second server. 3-7-2.
There's those hands again.
Oh, just eats it over. Oh, and a butterfly tried to distract NSEKPONG right in his face.
What's going after the ball? Oh, Cabieses, he almost jumped over it.
I mean, he probably would have.
Watch his attempt at a block.
So nimble and light on his feet.
7-3-1. Five.
Pick it up, you good. Go here. Yep.
8-3-1.
It's just too much Frazier and Johnson right there. And they were the ones that initiated that time, but they come out on top.
Definitely, and as you specifically
9-3-1.
Okay, all right.
So I like that. Both Cabieses and NSEKPONG stayed on their feet, stayed controlled. Great reset there. And then the counter from NSEKPONG. He doesn't try and do too much with it. That's a big forehand in the middle there from J.W. Johnson. He almost laughs it off. Like, how dare you try that?
10-3-2. Side out. 3-10-1.
I mean, first and foremost, that forehand from CABIESES right there was huge.
Oh yeah, agree.
And FRAZIER just held his ground, countered it with the backhand. No chance. Nice little Ernie here from CABIESES.
Yeah, FRAZIER's forced to kind of pop that up after it clips the net.
Yeah, come on.
All right, well, CABIESES and NSEKPONG hold 2 more match points. They got to score here, though, every time they get that side out. And that's been an issue. And on cue, they get a point.
Just 1 at a time.
CABIESES upset because he was in that point. He had some really good resets on attacks from FRAZIER, but just not able to capitalize.
Watch it. Watch it.
Good effort there from NSEKPONG. Did finally kind of held his ground there in the transition zone for a couple balls and then finally backed up, giving himself the ability to pick up the previous shot.
Match point number 5 here for the youngsters.
And a little impatience there from CABIESES will conclude this quarterfinal matchup. FRAZIER and Johnson